Hi friends, this lesson is for Module 4, Lesson 11. I bought some apples at the store, and at first I put 2 apples in my carriage. 1, 2. Then I saw another one that looked so delicious, so I had to grab that one as well. Now, if I wanted to say a number sentence to tell you how many apples I had, I could say I had 2 apples plus 1 more apple equals 3 apples. And you know what? That got me thinking about groups of tens, because I just love to think about math. And I thought, what if I did that with groups of tens? Instead of apples, I switched them out for groups of tens. So I found some friends, and I'm going to show you the picture I came up with. I have 2 groups of tens, and then I had another friend come over to make their group of 10. So the number sentence I could say for here would be 2 tens plus 1 tens equals 3 tens. Hey, that sounds just like my apples, except for these are groups of tens. What if I shook apart my groups of tens and I made my individual counting sticks? Oh man, now I'm getting wild. It would look a little bit like this. I have 2 groups of 10 plus another group of 10. But this time, since I shook them apart so they're all ones, I could say 20 plus 10 equals 30. Wow, there's so many ways to talk about a number sentence when you're adding. And you know what? There's a lot of ways to talk about it when you're subtracting too. This is actually perfect because today's learning goal says I can add and subtract to groups of tens. That is literally what I was just doing. Let's practice it, friends. Let's see, here are some jars of fireflies. Now I see 3 jars and then another jar over to the side. That's because I had 3 and then I caught a whole bunch more, so then I had 1 more. Let's see, if I want to talk about these as groups of tens, I would say, what do you think? How many groups of tens did I start with? Yeah, okay, so it would say blank tens plus blank 10 equals blank tens. All right, I gotta fill in these blanks. So you're right, I started with 3 tens. Because over on the side I see 1, 2, 3. 3 groups of tens, and that's what I started with. Then how many groups of tens did I add to my original 3? Yep, I have 1 more that I added. So friend, what is 3 tens plus 1 10? Yeah, you're right, 4 tens. Perfect. Remember I said though, you can talk about adding numbers in different ways. How about let's say it the regular way? So 3 groups of tens is the same as, what would the regular way to say that be? Oh yeah, 30. 30 plus 10. If I have 30 plus 10 more, yep, that'd be 40. If I wasn't sure, I could even count the groups of tens and just count up by 10. 10, 20, 30, 40. All right, good job. All right, friends, it's your turn. You're going to do some practicing. So what I would like you to do is get a dry erase board or a marker, and a marker, or your math journal. Press play when you're ready. Okay, here we go. I'm going to show you the picture and then the blank number sentences. This one says blank 10 plus blank 10 equals blank tens. So on your dry erase board, I want you to fill in, there's a barn and then another barn with chickens. And I'm going to add those 2 together. How would I fill in that number sentence? This is the say 10 way. All right, go ahead and write it down and then press play to check yourself. Okay, so here we go. That first barn with all those chickens, well, that stands for 1 group of 10. Is that what you put? Ooh, well done. Then I see another barn, and that stands for another group of tens. So I have 1 10 plus 1 10 equals, how many tens altogether? Yeah, 2 tens, because I see 1, 2, 2 groups of tens. Now we're going to say it the regular way. What would I say? 1 10 is actually how many ones? Yeah, 10. So 10 plus 10 equals, can you go ahead and press pause while you finish that number sentence? Press play to check yourself. Okay, you ready? 10 plus 10 equals, ding, ding, ding. You've got it, 20. If I wasn't sure, I could count it by tens. 10, 20. Wow, we're really moving and grooving with this addition. Now, it also said in our learning goal that we're going to do subtraction as well. Friends, can you clearly see in this picture how many fish tanks I subtracted? Well, I hope so. There's 1 that's subtracted. I know that because there's a big old black X on it. All right, for this one, I won't be adding, of course, I'm going to be subtracting. So my number sentence is going to say blank tens minus blank 10 equals blank tens. Now this one's tricky because the first number, the blank tens, is going to be how many I started with all together. Let's count all of them, even the one that's crossed out because I did have it. And for that first number, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that first number is going to be 4 tens. And then friends, how many groups of tens did I cross out? Yeah, you're right, just one. So if I had 4 tens and I take 1 10 away, how many tens do I have left? Boom, you've got it, 3 tens. Let's do that as a number sentence. Let's see, I had 4 tens. What number is 4 tens? That's right, 10, 20, 30, 40. Minus, let's see, I subtracted 1 10, and that's really, yeah, 10. So if I had 40 and I took 10 away, how many do I have left over? You're right, 30. Hey, this is pretty fun. How's it going, friend? You hanging in there? Well, you're doing fabulous. All right, this time I want you to try to figure out this number sentence all by yourself. Will you press pause and then press play when you're ready to check yourself? Okay, you ready? All right. It says blank tens minus blank 10 equals blank tens. Let's see. That first number, of course, is how many tens we started with. And we started with 1, 2, 3 tens to begin with. Then, how many tens did we subtract? Yeah, you're right. 1. So if I had 3 tens and I take 1 away, how many do I have left? Boom. 2. Good job. All right, let's stretch our brains. Let's try to write it as a number sentence in the regular way. So we're going to say how many tens we had minus how many tens we took away, and then we're going to equal how many we have left over. Go ahead, try it on your own. Press play to check yourself. All right, let's see. I had 3 tens, so that's 10, 20, 30. Minus, I had 1 10 I subtracted, so that's 10. So 30 minus 10 equals, yep, 20. Man, we are so good. Friend, go ahead and pat yourself on the back and say, I'm totally awesome. Good job. All right, our learning goal said, I can add and subtract groups of tens. That's what we've been practicing this whole time. We can either do it the say 10 way or we can do it the regular way. It's your turn to practice all on your own. You're going to get this exit ticket from your teacher. And you'll see there's a picture and then it has the say 10 way and then the regular way. You're going to want to go ahead and fill that in. You'll notice something we didn't practice on here. It's that number bond. There aren't any circles, but do you see that little triangle thing? In number 1, it says 20 at the top. That's just showing the whole amount and then the 2 parts. You can go ahead and try to do that part as well. If not, your teacher will do it with you when she meets with you. All right, good luck, friend.